What really excites me about Allens is building a diverse, engaged team that works really closely with our clients to understand their business and helps them to be successful. That's the way to be a market-leading firm.
Look, I think it's a really exciting time to be joining Allens. We're working on some of the most groundbreaking transactions, whether they're M&A transactions or transactions like the sale of poles and wires for the New South Wales Government.
At Allens, when we're recruiting law clerks and graduates, we don't look for any one particular type. We don't have a set mould that people at Allens are supposed to fit within.
It's about being involved and bringing a real interest in the law that we do, but also the other things that we do as a law firm.
People come to Allens in a whole vast array of different ways and from different backgrounds and on different journeys.
So what we really want to see is people who have contributed to the community in some way, people who've developed themselves, and people who are then keen to develop as commercial lawyers.
I think Allens has a very special career deal model. It's not one size fits all, it's very flexible, it's fluid, and personally I find that it's very merit-based. It doesn't matter how long you've been with Allens, it's about whether you've achieved the capabilities and the competencies, whether you've worked hard.
If you demonstrate that you have the talent, you're hardworking and you're ambitious, Allens will give you the opportunities that you're looking for, and that to me is amazing.
The best thing, in particular in the context of the Linklaters-Allens Alliance, is not only do you get to work with top-level clients, but you get great travel opportunities as well. So I've spent many years in London, I've spent 6 months in Moscow, and I'm currently working at the Allens Melbourne office.
I expressed an interest to the partners in the competition group that I'd like to go to Linklaters in London. It was actually quite an easy process to set that up.
They put me up in temporary accommodation and arranged all my transfer and my flights. I was assigned a buddy and made to feel very comfortable and welcomed.
So I came across to Allens from Linklaters, having worked there for 7 years. The two do have a very close alliance, and I can tell it's not just about working together on matters. There's a genuine similarity in terms of culture, and the way of working and a way of approaching client relationships.
For the oldest law firm in Australia to have the number of firsts that it has had, it's the first Australian law firm to be certified carbon neutral, the first signatory to the UN Global Compact, first major law firm to commit to a reconciliation action plan.
I've always been really committed to social inclusion and diversity and pro bono work, and I wanted to try and find a place where I could do both. Working at Allens has never felt like a compromise between being technically excellent as a lawyer and applying your skills for greater good.
Allens prides itself on being an open and inclusive workplace. For me, what has been particularly important is the efforts that they take to ensure that the workplace is inclusive for LGBTIQ employees, a place that I feel comfortable working and proud to be a part of.
We've led the market with artificial intelligence and its use in document review, and also with a launch partner of the rare contextual recruitment tool.
So I'm really excited to be working with our lawyers on some really cutting-edge technology and things that didn't exist 2 to 3 years ago. In relation to what it means for grads, it means they're not stuck in a room reviewing documents for 3 to 6 months on end. It means they can spend their time doing the really high-value, exciting work, as opposed to that sort of monotonous, repetitive work.
It's really nice to actually feel like you're making a difference and achieving something.
Think about the world and how it's changing at the moment. As lawyers, we're getting to advise on all of the different aspects of technology use, and in doing that we get to bring to clients innovation in terms of what our startup clients are doing, in terms of what our junior lawyers are across as in their own expertise areas and in their own interest areas, and also bring to them the legal ramifications of those technologies.
My favourite part of coming to work at Allens every day is, without a doubt, the people that I work with.
I've had some wonderful mentors in my career who've really provided me with fantastic support and guidance. Every day I come into work and I'm working with people who are the best at what they do, and that inspires and challenges me every day.
I don't consider Allens office as a normal working office. I consider this office to be my second home, my second family actually.
There's that much experience, and if you just have a chat, for someone who's been here for 30 years, they can tell you a case that came out 30 years ago and they were there when it changed the legal landscape, and I think that's a really exciting part about being here.
There's a wealth of knowledge within our organisation, and I really feel like our grad program does a fantastic job of channeling that into people who walk in the door on day one. which means that if you're willing to learn and you're willing to apply yourself, there's so much to learn.